Good morning, everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this inaugural session of the India-Africa Dyes, Chemicals and Ceramic Virtual Trade Fair being organized by Trade Promotion Council of India with the support of Department of Commerce, Government of India. Africa is a major market for dyes and chemicals. Its total dyes and chemicals imports from the world are around $22.5 billion, of which India's exports are $1.9 billion. Thus, there seems to be a major potential for India to cater to the African dyes and chemicals markets. On behalf of TPCI, I'm honored to welcome Dr. Srikar K Reddy, Joint Secretary, FT Africa, Department of Commerce, Government of India. His Excellency Mr. Sanjiv Kohli, High Commissioner of India to Tanzania, Dar es Salaam. His Excellency Dr. Virander Paul, High Commissioner of India to Kenya in Nairobi. Mr. V.S.D.L. Surendra, Deputy High Commissioner, High Commission of India, Abuja, and Mrs. Anju Ranjan, Consul General of India, Johannesburg. I would like to thank them for sparing their invaluable time in joining us today. May I now request Dr. Srikar K Reddy to give us his inaugural address.
Distinguished Indian exhibitors and buyers from Africa, greetings. The travel restrictions resulting from the ongoing pandemic have led to the cancellation of many international trade events, and now virtual expos and meetings have become a new normal to promote trade between various countries in the world. According to the World Trade Organization, the volume of world's global merchandise trade is expected to grow over 8% in 2021 after a fall of over 5.3% in 2020. I congratulate the Trade Promotion Council of India for taking this initiative to organize India-Africa Dyes, Chemical and Ceramics Virtual Trade Fair from 21st to 23rd June 2021 with a focus on 11 countries in Africa. As you're all aware, the global markets for chemicals and dyes with a trade size of over 850 billion has been witnessing significant growth due to increasing demand from the user industries such as food, textile, printing, paints and coating. Similarly, global ceramics market is expected to reach $407 billion in 2025, growing at a rate of more than 5.5% every year. Africa is an important market for dyes, chemicals and ceramics. Africa total imports in this area is 22.5 billion, out of which the India share is only $1.9 billion. Despite the pandemic, India's global exports in the chemicals and dyes sector in 2020 remained stable at $27 billion. In 2020, Africa region also imported over 3.1 billion worth of ceramic products. With rapid urbanization, the increase of disposable income, and consequently the growth of private consumption, the ceramic industry in Africa is expected to grow by leaps and bounds. Africa is dependent mainly on imports to meet its increasing domestic consumption in the areas of dyes, chemicals, and ceramic products. So, India can be a reliable partner in these three sectors. I'm happy to know that over 50 Indian exhibitors and 500 buyers from Africa are expected to participate in this 3-day virtual expo. I wish good luck to Indian exhibitors as well as buyers from Africa for establishing a mutually beneficial partnership in the sectors of dyes, chemicals, and ceramics. Stay healthy, keep safe. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Srikar K Reddy, sir, for your address. May I now request Your Excellency Mr. Sanjiv Kohli, High Commissioner of India to Tanzania in Dar es Salaam, to say a few words.
I'm happy to note that the Trade Promotion Council of India is organizing an India-Africa virtual trade fair on dyes, chemicals and ceramics. This is a very welcome initiative as it strives to maintain and sustain business contacts, especially when physical travel continues to remain a challenge. India is Tanzania's leading trade and investment partner, and the various sectors which this virtual trade fair wishes to address are all products of high promise. Our trade with Tanzania in these product categories has been growing. Tanzania also has been one of the fastest growing countries in East Africa. There's a new government in place which has announced further measures to boost Tanzania's economy, and as Tanzania expands on an economic and commercial basis, the potential for our trade also goes up proportionately. There have been historic business links between our two countries, which has now developed into a very vibrant relationship. Indian businesses have been coming here, participating actively in various promotional activities. In the last year and a half, we all realized that travel has not been that simple. So, such virtual events give an opportunity to get in touch, to get connected with your regular customers, as also to disseminate information on what we have to offer to new customers. I'm sure that this virtual trade fair would generate a lot of interest in Tanzania, and we'll be very happy to work with the Trade Promotion Council of India to facilitate a successful event and then ensure follow up on whatever contacts are made during this virtual exhibition. I wish the event all success. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your address, Your Excellency Mr. Sanjiv Kohli. May I now request Your Excellency Dr. Virander Paul, High Commissioner of India to Kenya in Nairobi, to deliver your address.
Greetings from the Indian High Commission in Nairobi. I'm grateful to the Trade Promotion Council of India for asking me to speak in respect of the virtual trade fair on the theme of India, Africa, dyes, chemicals and ceramics that begins on the 21st of June. I understand over 50 Indian exporters of dyes, chemicals and ceramic tiles are participating in this event to showcase a wide range of Indian products to the buyers, importers and trade visitors from Africa, helping them to establish business relations with India. There is no doubt that initiatives such as this go a long way in further strengthening the trade and investment ties between India and African countries. India ranks as one of Kenya's top sources of investments. India is also, it has traditionally been a major trading partner of Kenya. We have minister-led institutionalized mechanisms to regularly review and promote bilateral cooperation in diverse areas, and this is further supported by a number of government-to-government bilateral agreements and regular business-to-business exchanges. The visit of the External Affairs Minister of India just a few days ago to Kenya for the third meeting of India-Kenya Joint Commission has put a new energy, has added a new momentum in various areas of cooperation, including on the important area of our trade and economic engagement with Kenya. And during the visit, B2B cooperation was repeatedly stressed as a major direction in the way forward of the larger cooperation between India and Kenya. I would also like to add that the presence of a large Indian origin community in Kenya that is considerably business oriented has provided an instinctive edge and also given us a good mutual understanding between our two countries, and it has helped the business communities of the two sides a great deal in understanding each other and also in understanding the capabilities and aspirations and also the requirements of the two sides. This specific sector that you are focusing today involving dyes, chemicals and ceramic tiles, it holds good potential for trade in both India and Kenya. There has been a steady progress bilaterally in this area, but all residual potential should be unlocked and fully utilized, and that this virtual trade fair is a step forward I wish TPCI and all the participating companies and all those who are associated with this sector in both India and Kenya the very best in their endeavors to further build upon this dimension of our trade and investments cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency Dr. Virander Paul, for your address. May I now request Mr. V.S.D.L. Surendra Sir, Deputy High Commissioner of India in Abuja, to say a few words.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the High Commission of India, Abuja, Nigeria, I warmly invite you all to the virtual trade fair, India-Africa, Dyes, Chemicals and Ceramics, scheduled from 21st to 23rd June 2021, being organized by the Trade Promotion Council of India with the support of the Department of Commerce, Government of India. The aim of this trade fair is to forge partnerships between Indian and Nigerian stakeholders in the areas of dyes, chemicals and ceramics. The event will have around 50 suppliers of these products from India, and it is expected there will be around 500 trade visitors and buyers from Africa for this event. Friends, the market size for dyes and chemicals and ceramics is huge. For dyes and chemicals, it is estimated that the global market is valued at $850 billion, and for ceramics at around 407 billion. These sectors are marked by increased high-tech innovation, with technologies such as 3D printing, additive manufacturing, and fabric breathability being introduced recently and being a hit globally. The potential for export of these products to Africa is also huge. Africa is estimated to have imported around $22.5 billion worth of dyes and chemicals in 2020, of which India supplied around $2 billion. Similarly, ceramics products of around 3.1 billion have been imported by Africa globally, and India is also gaining market share in exports of these products to Nigeria. Coming to Nigeria, Nigeria is a huge economy with 200 million people, and the size of the chemicals and allied products market is estimated to be around 6.1 billion. And the scope for ceramic products is also quite huge, with construction activity in Nigeria being estimated to be to the tune of around 40 to 45,000 square meters per day. Indian exports to Nigeria of chemicals and allied products is around 64 million. Dyes and pigments and allied products of around 31 million, and ceramic products are estimated to be at around 8 million annually. But the highest growth was seen in the areas of ceramic products, with almost 70% growth being recorded in the year 2020 vis-a-vis 2019. Nigeria is also a country which is a growing economy. There is increasing urbanization and focus on housing and construction activity, and many infrastructure projects are going on in the country, which offers also opportunities for our Indian ceramics product manufacturers. I therefore encourage all stakeholders to please participate actively in this event, and we thank Trade Promotion Council of India especially for their activities and for their initiative in organizing this event. And the High Commission offers all its support for this event and for all the stakeholders if they wish to engage further in commercial engagement for these products with India. And we wish the event all success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your address. May I now request Mrs. Anju Ranjan, Consul General of India in Johannesburg, to deliver her address.
Namaste everyone. Ambassador Sanjiv Kohli sir, Ambassador Dr. Virander Paul sir, Srikar Reddy, my friend and Joint Secretary in Ministry of Commerce and Industry, distinguished members from the industry, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to join you all in the inaugural of this India-Africa Dyes, Chemical and Ceramic Virtual Trade Fair, jointly organized by Trade Export Promotion Council with active support of our mission. As you are aware that the ongoing COVID pandemic has resulted in restrictions of overseas travels across the globe, and then we have entered into a new normal. Now we are doing mostly online buyer-seller meet, online programs, and then in this series we are glad that Trade Promotion Council has started doing this. The need of the hour is to move ahead and shift our focus from participating in the physical exhibitions and conferences to the virtual shows and connect with the overseas buyer and build a long-term business relationship. As you all aware that the South Africa is the second largest economy on the African continent with a GDP of 350 billion. It is a diversified economy but heavily dependent on services and commodities with industrial activities comprising 29% of GDP. South Africa is still India's largest trading partner in the sub-Saharan Africa after Nigeria. India and South Africa have close trade relations with each other spanning a range of sectors. I just wanted to place it on record that 80% of South African coal is imported by India. We are also 21% contributor in pharmaceuticals, 15% in automotive, financial sectors. We are doing very well. Information technology, mining and environmental sustainability. The total trade between the two countries in 2020 before COVID was approximately $10 billion. Total investment from Indian company in South Africa is also 10 billion, creating a total of 18,000 jobs in South Africa and for the local community. The major Indian companies which we have here and invested in South Africa are Vedanta in mining, Tata Motors in automobile, Mahindra, Jindal again in mining, Tata Chemicals, Godrej, Shipla, Dr. Reddy's, Hetero Drug, Piramal, Sun Pharma, Lupin, ICICI Bank, State Bank, Tech Mahindra and Gensar. Cipla has played a critical role in reducing the price of antiretroviral drugs which are used in treatment of HIV, a disease that affects more than 7 million people in South Africa. I am happy that the global dyes and chemical globe trade size are estimated at around 850 billion on the application basis of dyes and chemical. The industry is segregated as paper and pulp, textile and fabric, cosmetics, construction, paint and coatings, medicines and leather. Fabric is the prominent shareholder of the global dye market size. Similarly, global ceramic market size is expected to reach $408 billion approximately by 2025. Emergence of 3D printing in additive manufacturing is the new prominence application area for advanced product segment of ceramics in the recent trend. In terms of revenue, traditional ceramic products like tiles, bricks and sanitary are held highest market share of around 60%. Africa is a major market for dyes and chemical. Its total dye and chemical imports from world are $25.5 billion, of which India's export are only $1.9 billion. Thus, there seems to be a major potential and market for India to cater South African dyes and chemical markets. India's global export of chemical and dyes in 2020, despite a pandemic, did not plunge much and remained at an usual figure of $26.8 billion. African production and consumption of ceramic tiles continue to rise, as well as imports from India and Spain. With the rapid urbanization, the increase of disposable income and consequently the growth of private consumption are fostering the development of ceramic industry in South Africa. To highlight, total tile consumption in Africa reached 1,000 million square meter following uninterrupted growth with volumes more than doubling over the previous 9 years. In 2020, African region imported $3.1 billion worth of ceramic product. They are heavily dependent on imports, having a negative balance of trade of US dollar 2.5 billion for ceramic product. 5 top African country importing maximum ceramic products are South Africa, Morocco, Algeria, Ghana and Libya. South Africa is a top importer of dye and chemical products from African continent. The potential of the market is huge. In 5 million world potential market, South Africa is one of the top importer. I welcome and appreciate the effort from TPC for organizing such virtual exhibition, and we congratulate and extend our full support and best wishes for the event. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much, everyone, for your participation in this inaugural session. We are hopeful that the India-Africa Dyes, Chemicals and Ceramic Virtual Trade Fair this year will be fruitful for participants as well as trade visitors and buyers in these difficult pandemic times. Thank you.